In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this super neat fold-in tailgate table and how I conveniently mounted this fire extinguisher. Good morning my friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be making a tailgate table for the Jimny and we're going to be mounting a fire extinguisher. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so this is what we're going to be using as the table. This is 1/16 inch aluminum. It's 12 inches in width and 24 inches in length, and I went ahead and marked and cut the corners to round them off. Alright guys, so the plan is to use this aluminum sheet and mount it here using a pair of hinge so we can fold it up and down when needed. So I saw a lot of people usually just attach this hinge to the door plastic like this, but this is really thin plastic and that's not going to be very strong for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this door plastic. We're going to attach a piece of wood in the back here, and then we could screw our hinge into that to be a lot stronger and more supportive. First thing we're going to do is remove this door plastic. In order to do that, we need to undo this knob here, then pop this out with a flathead screwdriver to use as leverage, and then we can just pull the door panel right out. Alright, so now that we have the panel out, I made these two pieces of wood from scrap teak laying around. I went ahead and I cut and shaved one side so it's rounded so it can fit into this groove nicely. So one piece is going to be on this side where the hinge attaches, the other piece is going to be on this side, and I'm going to stick them using this general purpose epoxy. Alright, so I just finished stick the two pieces of wood onto the plastic using the epoxy. That dries in 20 minutes and it's fully cured in 24 hours. So while we wait 20 minutes for that to dry, we're going to work on this piece here. Now I need to drill out the holes to attach the hinge on both sides, and I'm using regular rivets to attach it. Reason I'm not using rivet nuts is because I don't see myself having to remove these hinges in the future. So I'll just use regular rivets and attach them. Alright, so I went ahead and I drilled the holes and attached the hinge on both sides on the aluminum, and it's been about 20 minutes, so this should be dry right now. So let's mount back that onto the door, and then let's mount this onto the plastic. Alright, so we just attached the aluminum table so you can see it folding up nice. So next up, I want to work on the mechanism for keeping it upright like this. So let me show you what we're going to do for that. Alright, so the mechanism we're going to be using for the lock is these bumper fasteners. So how it works is we're going to attach this to the aluminum and we're going to attach this to the metal part in the door, and when they come together, you're going to lock like that, and you press the button to release it. The beauty about this is it doesn't have to be exactly 90 degrees for it to lock. It can actually come in at an angle like this or like this. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I drilled 2 hole. This one is a M6. This is for the clip. And I drilled one right below it for an M8. This one will connect our cable to hold up the table. Alright, so dirt on both sides, on that side and the side. So now we're going to mount back up the sheet in there and connect up everything. Alright guys, so I just installed it here. Let me show you how it works. So it's folded up nice and neat. To open it, you just press the 2 buttons, folds down. I still have to paint it, so after I paint it, I would attach the cable to it. But to close it, you just press it like that. Open. Close. Alright guys, so that's how it looks there. Really happy with that. So next step is to paint it. So we're going to hit it with 2 to 3 coats of epoxy primer and then 2 to 3 coats of black. So in the meantime, the tailgate table drying, let's install this fire extinguisher. So I picked this up a couple days ago, and I also made this plate to mount it. This is made out of aluminum and it has 3 holes. The 2 smaller holes would be used to mount the fire extinguisher like that, and the large hole on top is used to mount the plate to the original seatbelt bolt there. Good morning guys, it's the next day. The table completely dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount back the hardware on it. And I'm going to use this edge trim to go around the edge to give it that finished look. And then I'm using this 90-pound cable. This is coated cable. We're going to use this to attach it to the door. Alright guys, so I just finished it. Everything is completed. Check it out. So release, release, fold on like that. And we have our table. We have our fire extinguisher. Everything is good. To fold it back, we just fold it up, press, and press. Really neat. Really happy with how that turned out. Alright guys, so this is how I plan to utilize this table. let's say you're off road and you need to cook something quick, some breakfast, maybe pancakes, eggs, or anything like that, you can easily cook it on the table. And in an emergency, you can grab your fire extinguisher if anything goes wrong. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. We installed the tailgate table and we installed the fire extinguisher. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, leave some good vibes in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.